Good morning, students. Let's continue our revision. Today we are going to start with the types of maps. Maps on the basis are divided into two, on the basis of scale and on the basis of content. So on the basis of scale, map is again divided into large scale map and the small scale map. Make first concept clear. What is the large scale and what is small scale? What is the difference between it? Large scale map shows the small area in greater detail. Whereas small scale shows the large area in less detail. Now you can keep it in mind that opposite is there, large scale, small area, and opposite of again small, greater. Large, small, greater. And small area, opposite is small scale, large area, and less detail. So large scale map shows the small area in greater detail, whereas the small scale map it depicts the large area in less detail. This is the main difference between the large scale map and the small scale map. Next is again it is further divided into two, the cadastral map and the topographical map. What is the again difference between the cadastral map or the map? Here it is used to know about the area of the property occupied. So in that area, in that map, it shows that how much land is occupied, means under the government or under the public. It is mostly used by the administration. These maps are used by the administration to know about it. It shows the extent and what is the value of ownership. Who is the owner of the land. So cadastral maps are used. Next one is the topographical map. Topographical map shows the man-made and the natural features. It depicts both. It shows both the man-made and the natural features of a small area, of a particular area. We can see that if we take an example of our school area of Koravar. So this map represents that where our school is there, what is the location of school, nearby the bypass is there, any canal is there, or the temple or the mosque is there, settlement is there, shops are there. So what together of a particular area, it is prepared with great accuracy. Each and everything is shown in the map of a small area of a land. So keep it in mind that topographical map shows the man-made and the natural features of the ground. Next one is small scale map. Are divided into that these are the small scale is divided into the wall map and the atlas map. Wall map, as you already know, that those which the maps which are used to hang on the wall. So we can't see each and everything on those maps. It specially represents the country or a continent, along with its the cities, towns, the capitals, and then of a continent, of a country, of a state. So these map is used specially for hanging in the school, in the offices, which are means we can hang on the wall. Those are called as the wall maps. Next is the atlas map. Atlas you already know that a collection of book which contains number of maps. A collection of maps in a form of a book, in which we find lot of maps are there which contains each and every detail, are called as the atlas map. Next come to the content. On the basis of content, maps are divided into three: the physical map, the political map, and the thematic map. Physical map. Physical map represents the physical features of the ground. What are the geographical features of the ground? The landforms are there, the mountains, the relief features are there, mountains, plains, plateaus, the rivers, river water bodies is represented by the physical map. Next, the map which represents the countries, continents, states, their capitals, their boundaries are called as the political map. Thematic map. Thematic map represents the vegetation. What type of vegetation? If a map is there, if the map of India is there, or map of Uttar Pradesh is there, or map of any country, France is there, Italy is there, and it is representing the vegetation. So we come to know that different colors are used there and what type of vegetation or is found in that country. Then it represents the vegetation, minerals. Different minerals are found either in the state or in a country. Then what the population is there. So in which the maps in which these features are represented are called as the thematic map. You have to make your concept clear. Physical map shows the relief features, landforms. Different landforms are there: mountains, hills, lakes, rivers, plateaus, plains, etc. Political map represents the countries, states, capitals, towns, their boundaries, national, international boundaries, state boundaries, represented by the political map. Thematic map represents the vegetation, mineral, population, etc. there. So concept is clear. Now next we move that our topic is the component of map. What are the different components of map? So main three important components are there. Here the word component means what map contains. So without that the map is incomplete. The important first one is title. Second one is direction. And third one is scale. Title. If the name is not written, only the map of India is given, and no name is given what it is representing, it is very difficult to find out what it is there. As each and every student in a class, as its name as well as it is means divided into section wise. If all the students of class 6th are standing, it must be there that all together are not going to sit in a single class. It is divided that these students belong to 6th D, 6th A, 6th B, etc. So the title is must to give. Here in the map, different maps are there. It is very difficult to find out what it is presenting. So we will always find that India physical is mentioned. Below the map, we will find India physical. It means that this is the map, the above the map which is given there, it is the map of India and it is presenting the physical features. If India population is mentioned, it is the map of India, it is representing the population of the country. So title is must to for the map to. Second is direction. Now, what important thing you come to know about the direction, as there are 4 major directions are there which are called as the cardinal points. For the direction, 4 cardinal points. This concept should be very clear. Cardinal points. What are the cardinal points? East, west, north, south. East, west, north, south. These are called as the cardinal points. East, west, north, south are called as the cardinal points. These points are further divided into 4, which are called as intermediate direction. This is in the form of plus symbol and this is in the form of multiplication symbol. These are called as the intermediate direction. Inter, in between. Intermediate, in between the cardinal points are called as the intermediate direction. What they are? North, east. Together makes northeast. South, east. Together form southeast direction. Then southwest together form southwest direction. Northwest together form northwest direction. These the circle, these are the intermediate direction. Make your concept very clear. The 4 major direction east, west, north, south are called cardinal points and the divided the again further division of the directions are called as intermediate direction. Northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. These are the intermediate direction. That is enough to know about the direction. Now different methods are there to measure the direction. First one is the using a magnetic compass. It is an instrument which is just kept on a plane surface and here in the center the middle is there, needle is there, which always in which direction, wherever the direction we will keep, it always make itself set towards the north direction. Magnetic compass always points towards the north direction. Once we come to know about the north direction, we can easily find the opposite is the south and towards the left is the east and is the opposite is west. So magnetic compass is used to find out the direction, and the needle always resets it towards the north direction. Another method is the with the help of rising sun. If we face towards the north, we always face towards the east, we will find that at the back it is west, in front it is east, it is back at the west, and towards the right direction always the south, and towards the left direction it is north. Keep this in mind about the direction. Another one is with the help of pole star and with the help of a bearing. Next component is scale. Three methods are there, three ways to measure the scale. What are the verbal or the statement scale? In which we simply express the words. Verbally we say what the statement is there. 50 kilometer of the ground is represented by 2 centimeter of the map. What is scale? First come to know. A scale is a measuring line. A scale is a measuring line which shows the relation between the map distance corresponding to the ground distance. What scale represent in the map? Here in geography, it means that what is the distance on the map, and in correspondence what is the distance on the ground. So three methods are there. First one is a verbal scale. Here verbal scale we used in our words. It is expressed in words in a statement. Simply we say that 50 kilometer of the map, the ground is equal to 2 centimeter of the map. So just keep in mind that verbal scale is also known as statement scale, or statement scale is also known as the verbal scale. Second method is representative friction. Or it is also known as numerical friction. It shows the ratio of what? Keep this in mind. It is expressed in words. It shows the ratio of what? The map distance in corresponding to the ground distance. The representative friction or the numerical friction shows the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. So connect it with the representative friction, shows the ratio. It is represent also in abbreviation RF. RF stands for representative friction. Third one is linear or graphical. Linear or graphical scale. Here it represents the relation. What is the relation of the map distance to the ground distance? Linear scale is also known by the name of graphical scale, or graphical scale is also known by the name of linear scale. So learn only specially that components. What are the components? Title, direction, scale. Need not to learn the definition. Just keep it in mind what it is. direction, that four cardinal directions are there, four cardinal points are there, east, west, north, south, and further division is intermediate direction, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. Then scale are there, verbal and statement scale, express the words in statement. Representative fraction, also known by the name RF or the numerical fraction, represents the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. Linear or the graphic scale represents the relation between the map distance and the ground distance. I think your concept is clear now. Now next is the significance of the map, study and colors in a legend, which we will continue in next class. Till then you learn it and try to read and the chapter and make your concept clear. Have a good day.